things. But you kind of get the idea. You can do different types of things because each of them has their own little state machine. Now let's take a look at the state machine of the Christmas tree over here. This is basically what the state machine looks like. Hopefully it's big enough to read. But you start off in this unlit state, and when you get electric on, you become lit, electric off, you get unlit. So you can just toggle back and forth between those. When you're lit, if you get water, you go to burnt. And that's a terminal state. You can't get out of it. You're stuck. If you get heat, you go to burning. Now, you're not completely dead yet. You have time to be saved by some water, which will unlight you. Now, this isn't quite right because if you're lit and burning, you really should be in another state so that if you get wet, you're going to get fried. But I went cheapy on this one. To be more honest about it, I just plain forgot that state when I was doing it. Now, when you're unlit, if you get heated, you go to burning. And if time passes, that's the pulse event, or you get more heat, you get burnt, you're fried. Okay. Now, if you're unlit and you get water on you, you get wet. Electric on makes you burnt. If you're wet and you get heated up, you get dried off. Okay. Makes some sense? So it's a fairly simple little state machine. Now, writing a state machine like this is great if you have a finite set of values that you want to transition between based on different things that are happening to you, especially if those things are happening as external events. So if somebody's poking you, and based on the type of poke they have, you do different things, and you transition into maybe you're in a normal state, then you get kind of annoyed, then you get angered, maybe, and then finally when they poke you and you get angered, you blow up, something like that. Something like that, or workflow, is a good place to use a state machine like this. Now we can take that state machine and write it as a table. And this is one of the things that's really nice about using state machines is they're very easy to translate into code. So in this case, we set up a 4-column table which has a current state, the event that's applying to us, what state we want to go to next. Now I also added in an action on here.